In Kenya, a digital revolution is underway. With just a swipe, we connect with family, conduct business, pay bills, and share our lives online. But lurking behind each connection is an invisible threat.
We normally say that crime is very dynamic, and internet penetration in Kenya brought matters cybercrime. So it's more or less the normal types of crime, but now this type of crime, they use technology.
Every day, Kenyans fall victim to online scams, identity theft, financial fraud, and cyberbullying. For many, the impact goes far beyond the loss of money or stolen data. It strikes at the very core of trust, leaving scars that are hard to erase. As Kenya embraces digital technology, cybercrime has grown in both scale and complexity. According to recent statistics, nearly half of the country's population now has access to internet, and with this rise comes a troubling increase in cybercrime cases.
In Kenya, we have the penetration of mobile money. This is a case whereby we no longer have use of cash money. We are mostly using M-Pesa for almost all our transactions. So what happens, cyber criminals have evolved and they're able to come up with tricks that they're able to tap into those mobile money transfer, and they're able to walk away with people's money, or they're able to enter into a banking system and they're able to walk away with money that we are sure that it has been stored safely in our bank. But using technology, they're also able to escape with our monies.
The most vulnerable are often everyday citizens who unknowingly leave themselves open to digital threats. From phishing emails designed to steal personal information to online scams that wipe out bank accounts, cybercrime is now an urgent issue affecting Kenyans from all walks of life.
With invention of technology and social media, there are cases whereby I'll go take photos of my family, take photos of my friends, and I post them online. When I'm posting the photos, I'm just trying to show the world how at times how I'm doing well. But unfortunately, those images that I've posted online, they can be used against me, e.g. Online bullying.
Cyberbullying is a harsh reality for many Kenyans, especially the young people.
The first time I ever experienced online harassment was after high school. So when I was in Form 4, this was in 2018, I participated in the Great Debaters Contest. So in a debate, you're usually given a side to oppose or propose. You don't necessarily believe in what you're talking about. You're in a debate to win, not because you believe in it. So the motion of the day that day was parents are to be blamed for their children's indiscipline. So I was proposing that, and I was blaming the parents. So I heavily weighed down on the parents, and I was like, parents, the first opportunity they get, they send you to a boarding school, then once or twice in a time they come, they visit, they lecture the teachers, they leave huge loads amount of cash, then they post the pictures on Facebook and IG, happy family, yet they don't keep time and spend time with the children. So that was basically one of my submissions. So someone took a clip of that 30 seconds when I was really, going hard against the parents, blaming them for their children's discipline. So this was a debate that happened in 2018. But now in 2020 someone took that 30-second clip, put it on Twitter. This time, the hashtag Ifikie Wazazi was trending. So Ifikie Wazazi was basically a trend where young people were doing rebellious things and was like, let it reach the parents, we don't care. This is what we do, let them see what we do. So children were really indisciplined and using the hashtag Ifikie Wazazi. So Twitter user took that clip and put it on Twitter and said how this generation is so entitled, because now I was blaming the parents, and this is something that happened in 2018, but it looks like I'm commenting about an issue that is being talked about in 2020. So this Twitter user was like, this person is so entitled and all that, so, and put that video.
Unlike traditional bullying, cyberbullying follows the victims everywhere, invading what should be safe spaces, their phones, social media feeds, and inboxes.
My friend and I decided to do some reels to promote my university. It was September, the first years were coming in, so we decided to do a video to, welcome them, orient them, give them a nice, proper welcome online.
You have been admitted to the University of Nairobi. Congratulations.
So my friend and I decided to shoot a video, and I was the one who's gonna, I was the one speaking in the video. I was the one in the reel, the main character, if I may say so. And we shot the videos. There were 2 videos, and one went up. We posted it on Instagram and on TikTok.
For some, the bullying began subtly. An unkind comment here, a teasing message there.
Then comments started coming in, people saying how I'm an entitled little brat, how people even started now coming at my looks and not talking about what was being discussed. So they're talking about how I'm ugly, I'm fat, I don't have a good voice, I should not even be a journalist. Funny, weird thing, some people even started coming at my religion, saying I'm a fake Christian. I don't know what the relationship was, but the comments were really bad. Some I can't even say here on camera.
The video was posted on TikTok. The first hate comment I'd say I saw was of a guy body shaming me. He talked about my forehead, and he compared it to he compared it to the gate, which I was saying this is one of the gates, and it was like, your forehead is the size of that gate. I said, what? Actually was very hurt. I did not expect that. And I know, I am aware that, I have a big forehead, but seriously, why would you say that?
But it can escalate quickly into harassment that includes threats, hateful messages, and in some cases, deeply damaging rumors that spread across the internet.
It transitioned into threats, someone telling me, I will deal with you, I will do this and that, how dare you do, actual threats, which I'm like, is it, how safe am I walking around with people, coming to my inbox and threatening me? So that shook me a bit, I can say. I had never prepared for that, knowing that you can actually receive threats from people online just because of something you posted or you've written, and it's in a public group with a lot of people.
Victims are left isolated, ashamed, and fearful of going online.
I almost wanted to quit my journalism career because now people are saying I don't have a good voice, I'm not a good speaker, I'm ugly, I look this, I look that. Coming from my religion and everything I stand for, I almost wanted to quit. So that was the first time. It was really bad.
I didn't understand why someone just watched this video and decided to hate. There was nothing to hate, there was no context whatsoever. So after seeing that comment, I did not know what to do. I was shocked, of course, and I was hurt. I was very much hurt.
The video is still there on Twitter, the comments are still there. Sometimes you find yourself going back and looking at those comments, and it just takes you back.
I kept on going back to the video to see how it's performing in terms of views, and of course I was checking the comment section. And the hate comments didn't end with that one person. Another person went and commented, and another one, and another one, and another one. I don't know how many, I don't remember the number, but it was quite the number. And now it was starting to get to me it's something I could not ignore, and I didn't know what to do because it was my first time experiencing this, and there was no way I was going to text each one of them and tell them, okay, take down your comment, take down your comment, take down your comment.
Studies show that prolonged exposure to cyberbullying can lead to anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts.
It's made me feel very hurt. I started questioning my looks and why I even got into my career. If this is how I look and these are not the faces people are used to seeing, on TV, on the screens, then why am I here? Maybe I chose the wrong path. Maybe I should never even be in front of a screen. It was very hurtful. Like, I had to go back, look at myself in the mirror, try and see the beauty in me, because these voices were so loud in my head. They were telling me, oh, you're never gonna become, the big thing. You're never gonna be on TV because of your looks. You are not the perfect girl, and the industry wants a perfect looking girl. So for me, it was a moment of, okay, maybe this is a reality check for me. Maybe I should just stop everything I'm doing and focus on other things. Maybe this is maybe the universe telling me I don't belong on screen. It was very hurtful for me. Yeah.
A section of the Kenyan population has created a toxic bullying culture on the online space, one that has carried on for years, even garnering recognition from the international community. Be it on X, Instagram, TikTok, or any online platform, Kenyans have been known to be a force to reckon with when it comes to online bullying.
Kenyans are very mean in the comment section. I recently even saw a TikTok that said the content is in the comment section.
Us as Kenyans, we have cultivated a culture of toxicity, and we are proud of it. Kenyans are proud of being bullies, but they don't know the repercussions that it has on the person that is being bullied.
Online financial scams are another prevalent form of cybercrime affecting Kenyans. For many, these scams start innocently. A text message appearing to be from the bank, a link to what seems to be a legitimate website, or an email from a familiar contact. But in reality, these are carefully crafted tricks meant to deceive, exploit, and steal.
Kulikuwa na jamaa fulani, tulikuwa kwa groups mbili. Sasa nilikuwa nimemjua kwa hiyo group ya kwanza, alafu sasa pia akajiunga kwa hiyo group ya pili. So baada ya muda akaanza kuuza nguo, viatu na pia chains. Sasa mimi nilitaka chains, na alikuwa anauza 400, na ukienda mahali pengine utauziwa 500, zile chains ambazo unaandikiwa jina. So nikaona pia alikuwa anazipost sana kwenye group, alafu pia kulikuwa na watu pia wanasema wamepata mzigo wao nini, wamependezwa. So pia mimi nikamwamini, nikaona iko sawa. Nikaenda kwenye DM yake, kisha nikamuuliza, akaniambia ni kweli wanauza, na pia akanitumia picha ya vitu ambavyo wanaviuza, na pia akanitumia na hiyo brand ya kampuni ambao anafanyia, na akaniambia wanauza kama ni hizo chains. Kwanza akaniambia hizo chains kwa sababu ni hiyo siku ndio maana wanauza 400, lakini kawaida huwa inakuwa 450. So mimi nikamwamini, kisha akaniambia pia unalipa, baada ya kuoda unalipa, alafu ndio sasa mzigo unaletewa. So nikamuuliza kama naweza lipa nusu, alafu baada ya mzigo kufika ndo nilipe hizo pesa zingine. Akaniambia hapana, kwanza unalipa ndo uweze kuletwa mzigo wako. Na pia kisha akaniambia pia kwa sababu ilikuwa ni hiyo siku delivery sitalipishwa chochote. So nikaona iko sawa kwa sababu alikuwa upande wa town na mimi nilikuwa Utawala. So ni distance kidogo. So mimi nikaona iko sawa, na nikamtumia hizo pesa. Ilikuwa ni usiku. Kwa hivyo akaniambia siku iliyofuata ningepokea mzigo wangu kitu kama saa 6 hivi mchana.
Someone called me via a phone call, then said, hello, I'm an agent from Safaricom, and we need to renew your line because someone else want to use it. So it's like, how? Because I remember I was using my cousin's ID number, and that SIM was hers. So I was like, okay, my cousin need to replace her line, but why didn't she call me? I was like, okay, he was in a rush for much, like, okay, talk to me, I need your ID number, I have your ID number, are you Flani and Flani? Yes, I told her, yeah, I'm the one. So like, okay, it was in a rush moment that I can't even remember what I'm supposed to do. I can say, okay, you are living in Kenya, you are currently in Nairobi. Yes, I mean, I was like, how suspicious this man know me, but I didn't think outside. So he told me, you are supposed to do this. One, open your M-Pesa. After opening your M-Pesa, go to Lipa na M-Pesa. I was like, okay. I went to Lipa na M-Pesa. Lipa na M-Pesa, then he told me you have to Lipa na M-Pesa. So we need to block one. Okay, tell me, okay, he provided me with the detail and tell me, press number this, I don't remember the number, but tell me to replace 81 something. Okay, kidogo niambia, have you received a message? No. Have you received a message? No. Then he went to another time and tell me, go to your WhatsApp. Leave alone, you haven't even finished about Lipa na M-Pesa. Then went straight to go to your WhatsApp. Your WhatsApp needed to go to your cousin's number because you need to replace it. Okay, then in a moment, he told me, like, Ruida, yes, you're supposed to do this. What? Go to your M-Pesa. Okay, sorry, go to your... It was WhatsApp. Give me the detail. Give me your verification number. And abruptly, I just give him. Okay, have you seen this message in your WhatsApp note? Then there's information, a pop-up notification came to my WhatsApp saying that all your data will go to, that phone was a Neon. I was like, I'm using a Samsung. How can my data go to Neon? No, wait, just wait, skiza. Simi ndo nakwambia. Okay, nika call, then nikafanya venye aliniambia. Still bado tu mimi sasa nimeshatoka kwa WhatsApp, tushamalizana naye kwa WhatsApp, akanirudisha back to my M-Pesa. Akasema, so hii line inaharakishwa kindly, na nikikwambia kitu ufanye on that time kwa sababu tuko na range of time kusaidia vitu zifanyike. So huyu mtu anataka asaidike haraka. So enda bado turudi Ruida kwa M-Pesa yako, go to Lipa na M-Pesa. You have to Lipa na M-Pesa. You have blocked one. So the remaining one, I want it to be active, meaning that ikikuwa active, you are supposed to do these follow-ups that I'm going to give you. So akaniambia, akanipatia hiyo namba, ikafika kwa amount, enter amount. Unajua kuna Lipa na pesa, kuna place nakwambia enter your amount. Akaniambia, don't enter any amount, but I'll give you this number. Wewe iweke hiyo namba. Nikafanya tu venye aliniambia, nikiweka hiyo namba, nikaenda, akaniambia kwa M-Pesa pin yako, this is your secret, isn't it, Ruida? Yes. So andike hii namba, weka M-Pesa pin ya namba yako. Tukamalizana hapo, nikaweka M-Pesa pin namba yangu.
Nikakaka tena, kumtext, sikuwa naona DP yake, kisha message haiende, nikajua pa ameni block. Kumpigia pia namba hai go through. So nikampigia na namba yangu nyingine, akapokea. Nikamwambia mimi ni yule msichana ambaye nilikuwa nimemake order ya chain, lakini mpaka sasa hizi sijapokea mzigo wangu. Akaniambia subiri kidogo niongee na kampuni nijue kama umeletwa nini, mbona hujaletwa mzigo. Nikasubiri, hakunipigia tena. Nikampigia, namba haikuwa inanyanyua. So nikatumia namba ya dadangu mkubwa kumpigia. Mara ya kwanza hakushika. Mara ya pili nikampa dadangu kumuongelesha. Akamwambia pa dadangu, subiri, wamesema mzigo unakuja. Unaona? Kwa hivyo tulisubiri, tukasubiri, dadangu anambia hapa hakuna mzigo unakuja. Huyu mtu amekutapeli.
The tactics used by fraudsters are increasingly sophisticated. Through phishing schemes, fake websites, and even cloned apps, cybercriminals manipulate people into providing sensitive information, often without the knowledge.
One thing I came to learn that nilifikiria ni mtu wa Safaricom kwa sababu before he called me kulikuwa na message ilikuwa imeingia kusema take care of your line, don't give anyone. So nika thought that huyu mwenye tunaongea naye ni mtu wa agent from M-Pesa. So akili yangu ataikuwa about being hacked or anything. So kidogo nikiwa tunaongea na yeye, a colleague of mine came like trying, okay, Ruida, what happened to your WhatsApp? Huyo mtu ananiambia, hey, listen, I'm still talking to you, hatujamalizana, we want to finish. So she came, her name is Anne, akaniambia, Ruida, your WhatsApp was being hacked. Niko like, okay, mtu anaongea tu acha wewe, mimi naongea na simu, rudi. Akini nikamwambia wewe, mimi naongea na simu, wewe rudi, nitakuja. Akaenda, bado okay, nimeongea na huyo mtu for almost 1 hour range. So akaniambia M-Pesa, so Ruida, what next I'm supposed to do is to give me your ID number that huyu cousin wako akiregister nayo utakuwa unamsaidia nayo. Nikapeana ID number yangu. Mimi nilikuwa nashangaa how he know everything about me. Nafikiria tu maybe ni watu wa Safaricom. Okay, so after hiyo incident yote tukamalizana hapo, nikakata simu. Kuenda tu a message notification ilikuja kwa message yangu. Kuingia M-Pesa, okay, sikuwa na pesa mingi but it was around 484. Nikapata hiyo M-Pesa number, hiyo pesa yote imeenda kwa mtu. Then hapo tu vile nimetoka, that friend of mine akakuja baadaye akaniambia, "Rubida, si umeona?" Sikuwa najua WhatsApp imefanywa hivyo. Like ashachukua kila kitu, amechukua WhatsApp yangu, ametuma group yote yenye mimi niko, ametuma sasa hiyo hacking, like ati nimeshinda hivi, hata wewe ukifanya utashinda. So mimi nilikuwa like nimeshtuka, like sijai encounter anything like that.
Ndio ilikuwa mara yangu ya kwanza, na tena pia nilisema ni mtu ambaye tunaenda kusoma naye chuo kimoja, na pia nilikuwa naona watu wanasema wamepokea mizigo yao, na pia yani niliona tu watu walikuwa wanasema wamepokea mizigo yao, wanasifia, na pia nilikuwa na zile picha ambazo alikuwa amenitumia zilikuwa zinakaa sawa. Kwa hivyo mimi nikamwamini na nikamtumia hizo pesa, na pia nikamwambia asinitapeli, akasema haizi nitapeli. Kwa hivyo mimi nikamwamini tu na nikamtumia.
One might assume that cybercrimes are coordinated by complete strangers. However, that is not always the case. In some instances, we are tricked by the very people we hold dear and near to our hearts.
It was a particular time that I was looking for a job, like literally looking for a job. And one of my uncle within Nairobi called me and told me that there was this opportunity of job that was showing up. So I immediately went to him and we discussed about it, and it was a good job. So I asked if he was sure about the job, because I also knew about this coming thing, okay? So he said that it was legit, and in fact the one who had called him for that job was his friend, though they had not met for a long time, but he had a clue of who he was. So with that, I took it as an advantage, and I saw that and I made it to myself that hii kitu iko legit. Kama watu wanajuana, then I'm good to go for it. So it was a job as to work on these tour guide companies, and nilijuanga the tour guide companies always pay very well, you see. So I never thought of it. Nikasema tu kani tour guide niko hivyo ndani, okay? So there was a lot of instructions, and nikaambiwa, you know, these people were looking for 3 people to recruit juu au wengine wali mess up na kazi, so we are just looking for 3 people. And wakaniambia that we've got your number from your uncle, of which ni beshte. So he was calling me with a funny name that Homa Bay, unaona. So calling me Homa Bay because my uncle was from Homa Bay. So I thought that they knew each other sana, okay? So he was giving me details that, you know, that it's hard kupata kazi within Nairobi. This generation is really hard. So because you are a student and you need to balance your studies with job, si tunakufanyia favor, just give us 3K, 3,500. And I'd believed so much this isn't a scam because it was sounding real, like ile real kabisa. Siku think mara mbili, and I just sent the money because nilikuwa nayo, the 3,500, and waliniambia it's for producing a certain document. Ilikuwa inaitwa something work document. Can't remember the actual name, but and I even called my dad. Hadi nikamuuliza you guys are working for the government, kuna document fulani inaitwa hivi, and he told me yeah, kuna document inaitwa hivyo. So nikaendelea kubelieve this thing is real, unaona, because it was a government job. So venye niliuliza my dad ati is this document among your payrolls, kama na register, akaniambia ya iko. So I paid the money 3500 for the document, and wakasema we'll process it and we'll be sending to you via email. Utai print, then the reporting date will come with it. Nika produce details, jina, number, email, everything, my health records, nikaipeana kila kitu. So nilikuwa naona the proceedings is good, za tuongoje. Then it was something like saa 5. So ikifika jioni, they called that your document is ready, we need to stamp it, na unafaa utoe kitu kidogo for the stamp. Hadi nika call my dad. Actually mi nilikuwa scammed because of 2 people, my uncle and my dad. Mi nilikuwa naenda tu na what they have said, unaona, though the money was mine, but I was seeking the advice first from them. So nikarudi nikapigia babangu, okay, hiyo document ikikuwa ikitengenezwa, what next after hiyo document kutengenezwa? Akaniambia there is this government stamp that inafaa iwekwe ndio ikwe approved. So nikasema ya nimesikia kitu ka stamp, and the stamp walikuwa wanataka 5 so. Nikasema 5 so is literally small, so achani niwape. That was a total of 4K sasa. So wakaniambia okay, jumetuma tutaweka stamp asubuhi, the government offices zimefungwa sahi. Nikasema ina shida, unaona. So the next day kituka saa 5 hivi, I had an errand to run, so nikasahau. Then saa 5 nikawacall, nikauliza about the stamp, and wakaniambia yeah, the stamp iko ready, unaona. So uko approved, we are just waiting for a date yenye itakuwa released ili ureport. Then wakaniambia you know the job that you are going to do, right? Yeah, it needs their wares, like manguo zao. The tour guides have their clothes, from hat, shati, the sweater, some would like, then cargo pant, then the boots zao too, like every outfit inakuwa provided from the company, unaona. You just go dressed normally venye unaweza enda asubuhi, then ukifika kwa ofisi you change, unaona, as a tour guide. So wakaniambia the total for manguo it's 4K. First waliniambia 35, then wakasema oh, plus shoes itakuwa 4K. And I was saying like, it's something cheap, cause I remember hizi ma companies wao wanakuanga expensive on the attire. Wao wanasemanga something like kituka 6K kuendelea. So I said because it's 4K, let me pay for the full outfit. Nikatuma pesa, nikaenda kwa tailor akanipima size, nikatuma sizes za shati, trouser, viatu, namba ya viatu, and I settled. So kurelax after hiyo day kupita, because it was a whole day, niende kwa tailor anipime, nitume, ni call, unaona, ilichukua the whole day, unaona. And back babangu alikuwa ananiambia ukipata job shikilia, and I was like yeah, hii opportunity imejileta. My uncle was still communicating with those people, wanawaambia the venye inaendelea, unaona. So ilifika point I need to report to the job. So wakaniambia kesho asubuhi the company van, the company car inapitanga estates fulani kupika watu. So they asked me my residential place, nikamwambia my residential place is Kayole, unaona. So wakaniambia okay, because you are in Kayole, the spot place tunaweza kukupick kwa urahisi it's Naivas Kayole, and I say oh it's cool because it's just Naivas iko mbele ya kwangu, unaona, just opposite. So the next day kijana akajivaa vizuri, nikaenda hapo asubuhi kuongojea gari, and I was like hey, kwani hamfiki? You told me guys mtakuwa by saa 12. Imefika saa 1. Nimekaa tu ando wakaniambia tuko Mombasa Road and we are still coming, ni venye kuna tu jam fulani, and nikaelewa ya Mombasa Road kuna kuanga na jam sana. So I just sat and waited. Another 1 hour passed and nikakuwa impatient sasa, and I was like calling my uncle, calling my dad, kila mtu like mbona watu wafiki, wanashika simu yes but hawafiki. Ndo waka call tena that bado uko hapo, ati I'm still there. Then tunakuja. So mimi waliniambia hivyo, but wakapigia uncle yangu wakawaambia kuna breakdown ya gari, and I was like company iko na magari mingi, unaona, mbona breakdown ikue, then unataka nirudi kwa nyumba? Nikasema okay, ni sawa, because my dad told me you just go, we'll wait for the next day. Si nikarudi tu kwa nyumba, and ndo ikapita. Then sa from usiku ndo nikaanza sasa kukuwa impatient, like mbona saa mcommunicate na wa call once, mnashika mnaniambia unaongea na CEO, then the next minute namba yako iko off, then the next minute umeifungua, unaona. So we played that game the whole night, yenye na call ina ring, hakuna mse ana pick, akirealize ime ring anaiweka off for another 1 hour, because it was like hii ndio ilikuwa namba yake main, unaona, hakuwa na namba ingine for the scamming game, unaona.
The financial and emotional impact of these scams can be devastating. Many victims lose significant savings, sometimes wiping out years of hard work and careful planning. For others, the damage is less about the money and more about the betrayal of trust, the sense that they could fall victim so easily.
Kama kuna wakati nilikuwa naanzisha biashara yangu, na mzigo ambao nilikuwa nautumanisha ulikuwa ni mbali kidogo. Kwa hivyo nilifaa kulipa pesa ndo mzigo wangu uje. Sasa ilinichukua muda sana kuweza kuamini huyo mtu. Ikabidi nimpigie rafiki yangu, yuko anatoka upande, nikampigia nikamuuliza, akaniambia ni kweli, yani sitapeli, unaona. So ndio maana nikatuma hizo pesa. Lakini pia kuna huyu jamaa tumejuana tu mtandaoni, na kuna biashara ambayo anaifanya, na alikuwa anataka nijiunge na hiyo biashara, lakini anataka nimpe pesa fulani, na sisi ni pesa kidogo, ni pesa nyingi. Hasa mimi kumwamini mtumie hizo pesa imekuwa vigumu, kwa sababu naona ni kama atanitapeli. Labda ni kweli hata nitapeli, ni mkweli, lakini pia kuna ule ugumu kwa sababu najua nishatapeliwa.
According to cybersecurity experts, cybercriminals in Kenya often use common methods such as phishing, social engineering, and malware to access sensitive information and exploit unsuspecting individuals. Phishing scams, for example, trick people into revealing personal information by posing as legitimate entities like mobile service providers, banks, and government agencies. Through carefully crafted emails or messages, they create a sense of urgency that often leads people to respond without thinking. Social engineering plays on human psychology, exploiting trust and fear to manipulate victims into making dangerous decisions online.
Like the most common kind of money laundering, money fraud, is whereby you send a link in your phone and you are asked to follow a certain, you click that link, and that links to your M-Pesa, or link to someone changing your M-Pesa PIN and all that. Or that person uses that link that they have sent you to be able to send links to the group that you're in, either on WhatsApp and all that, such that they're able, even if they won't scam you, that message will be like it has come from you, and when it goes to your social media links, people or your friend will think is a legit site that you have shared with them, and by so doing they will be scammed.
Experts warn that as technology advances, so does the sophistication of cyber criminals.
Cyber criminals are also using artificial intelligence. And you see, what is artificial intelligence? I am able to know, to do a background check of you, let's say on what you browse, your browsing history. So out of that, I'm able to scam you. I'm able to know you're very good in looking for MacBooks online. So in case I came up with a link that MacBooks are being offered somewhere, so more or less I have already known your browsing history. I'm able to scam you for something that you normally do day to day.
But despite the challenges, there are measures that individuals can take to protect themselves.
All of us, we have devices. Let's say you have your laptops. We always ensure that they have an antivirus. But unfortunately, for our mobile devices, we rarely update. We rarely install those antiviruses. So as a best practice, it's good to install your phone with an antivirus, because the purpose of an antivirus, in case it denotes something that is not very legit, it's able to prompt you. Then another thing, it's also good to update OS updates on your phone.
Cybersecurity professionals advocate for public awareness, digital literacy and digital hygiene, and caution in sharing personal information online.
Like now, when you're walking in the streets of Nairobi, if someone says hi to you, do you go, yes, you can say hi, but do you start a conversation with strangers on a physical? The same thing. Even when online, avoid such conversation with people that you don't know. In case I called you today on your phone, before you respond, kindly find out who are you, where did you get my number from. You see, those people, cyber criminals, they are also very clever. If they realize that you're also asking them questions, they will not continue with you. And most of the time, they even abuse you. So anytime you find an email that you're not very sure of, avoid responding to such emails. Because mostly those such emails, once you respond to, you end up giving your bank details. So avoid, in case you saw an email, let's say it's from Equity and you're not very sure it's from it, just call your bank. Or in case they are telling you there was they had a promotion. If there's no promotion that you had interest in, why are you responding? Yeah, so you just need to be careful. Just like the way we are careful on our own normal day life, the same thing that we need to do when we are online. Just being cautious. You don't have to respond to anything that you are asked online.
But it's not just about avoiding scams. Navigating the online space safely requires a proactive approach to privacy.
You have your car key, you have your house key, you have your office key. Do all those keys open the same door? No. So the same about cyber hygiene. You find some of us, the same password you use for your official email, the same password that you use for your Instagram, Facebook, your phone. Yeah, so it's also good to segregate some of those passwords. Avoid repeating the same password for all your online presence. And then have strong passwords. So many of us put very weak passwords, my name, my second name. Come up with a vernacular name as your password. It's that one, yes, it can be hacked, but it will take time.
As cybercrime continues to evolve, Kenya's legal system faces a difficult task: how to prosecute these crimes effectively and protect victims in a world where the rules of engagement are constantly changing.
A cybercrime is just trying to use a network in an unauthorized manner.
In Kenya, cybercrime is persecuted under the Cybercrimes Act.
The best law that addresses the cybercrime is the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act of 2018.
Despite the existence of cybercrime laws, victims and legal experts alike express frustration at the challenges of bringing cybercriminals to justice.
Legal action, I've never really thought about that because I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Plus the aspect of getting a lawyer, you're young, you don't have the money to do that. Because of course these people are committing some cyber crimes, online harassment, trolling, threats and everything. But I've not reached a point where I'm thinking about legal action. And I think maybe, I don't know, and if I have the knowledge, if I had the knowledge of what my rights are.
People are not even aware of what cyber crimes are. You'd be shocked.
Many cyber criminals, mostly the bullies, operate under the illusion of anonymity. They hide behind their screens, believing that their actions are untraceable, their identities shielded by the digital veil. But in reality, this sense of security is nothing more than a dangerous myth.
You see, we always assume that because I'm online, I'll not be caught. But what you need to know, every device has a unique identification number. We call it a MAC address. If I abused or if I bullied you using I have borrowed someone's device and I used it, in the internet space, it's going to pick the MAC address for that particular device. So it's easy for communication authority to narrow down to the owner of that MAC address, IME number.
The law requires one to report it to the Communications Authority of Kenya. So after that, now the Communication Authority of Kenya will now take it will not like start a case by case and investigate, or even just to police.
As we navigate an increasingly connected world, the issue of data safety and privacy looms larger than ever. Every time we log in, sign up, or share online, we leave behind a trail of personal information, our digital footprint. For many, this invisible exchange seems harmless, but in reality, our data is a valuable commodity, often collected, stored, and sometimes exploited without our knowledge.
We all opened those accounts at some point, and there's that privacy statement. How many of us read those privacy statements? So at some point, you're so eager, let's say the first time that you opened your Instagram account, you just go saying next, next, next. You have a whole 2-3 paragraphs that you don't read. So that's where, at some point, you gave consent to be followed without you knowing. That's why, as a good practice, as you go opening any other social media site, those policy statements, kindly read them and understand. Otherwise, there's nothing along they are doing. You gave them consent from the day one that you opened that account.
Unfortunately, there is always someone spying on our data. Yeah, the National Intelligence Service, and there's always someone spying on.
For victims of cybercrime, the road to recovery is long and painful. The emotional toll of online harassment or the financial devastation of fraud can leave deep scars. However, these victims have come to realize that the words of these bullies hold no power over their worth. Building a tough skin, many have learned to navigate the digital space with confidence.
I came to the peace and realization that they will never change. Bullies are bullies, and there'll always be a bully. There's no person online who has supporters 100%. You'll get supporters, you'll get haters.
I don't care. Like, this is me, this is who I am. Whether you like it or not, I'm showing up on your FYP, on your screen. This is your opinion and it doesn't define me.
It all sums up with the serenity prayer, which I always share, that God give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference.
Amid the challenges, there are stories of strength, resilience, and determination to rise above these experiences. They have embraced caution, recognizing the importance of verifying information, being skeptical of too good to be true offers, and taking proactive steps to safeguard their finances and personal data.
If I see any Safaricom number that's not starting with 0722, I'm not going through it. And second thing, if I see any link ati tumeshinda 10,000, try this one, sitaijaribu. It's better to be zero than go in that deep magician things zenye huwezi atapata.
The digital space, for all its conveniences and connections, also harbors real danger. Behind each screen are individuals, victims who carry unseen scars, professionals who fight tirelessly to protect our world online, those seeking justice in an ever-shifting landscape. Cybercrime affects us all, directly or indirectly. Yet, with each story shared, each lesson learned, we gain strength as a society. It's a call for vigilance, for education, and above all, for unity in facing this modern threat.
UNC TV, empowering you.